Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome to the last book haul where I am sick and I am very sweaty because it's like 100 degrees outside. So I promise this is the last part of the book haul. I could honestly probably do 2 more parts because there are so many books, but I just want to be done. I've got to get these unboxed, so come along with me. These are all newer, relatively newer young adult books for my school library. So here is what we, oh, sorry for my voice, by the way, because I've had seasonal allergies. I get them every June. It's just what happens. I'm just very congested. I've opened them just for time's sake, but I don't remember what's, like, I've even ordered, and I definitely don't know what's in each box. So it'll be a surprise for all of us. Looks like the first one is the Spanish version of Regretting You. I love how it tells you on there, by Colleen Hoover, because she's like one of the most popular authors in our entire library, and I need to get more books in Spanish. Where am I gonna put all these? I guess I'm just gonna stack them over here. Oh, the next one I've already unboxed. This doesn't really count. I've totally already unboxed this one. This is Watch Me, the new Shatter Me novel, and it's like the most beautiful book I've ever seen. I made a little YouTube shorts video about it because there's gummy bears, which is wild. It also just reminds me of cotton candy, which I love, and with the gold edges. I mean, this is seriously the most beautiful book I think I've ever seen. I can't bring myself to process it. Like, I can't put stickers on this and cover it. Like, I can't do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's gonna have to be a lot of like edits because I keep coughing. Okay, next, oh, another Spanish one. I'm just gonna start throwing stuff in the floor. This is Two Can Keep a Secret. I don't remember. Is that what this is? It's not One of Us is Lying. Two Can Keep. Why don't I know anything about Spanish, apparently? I took French. I don't know. It's Two Can Keep a Secret. I cheated and looked inside. I thought so, but I didn't see the word two. I don't know. Is 10? Is that 2? I don't know. I clearly don't know Spanish. So I'm working on building the Spanish collection, though. Oh, yeah. I've also got some... What is this in here? I've got some... nonfiction as well. I was trying to order more mythology books because ours are really, really old and like just they look terrible and nobody checks them out. But kids love mythology. They ask me all the time for books about mythology. So I got a whole new series, and this one is called Queer Mythology: Epic Legends from Around the World. Oh wow, it looks so colorful and so pretty. So, oh wow, yeah, beautiful illustrations there. So that's really fun. I think I put a whole set of these. There's like, you know, Greek mythology, all that sort of stuff. Hey, we're already done with the first box. Look at that. So I have Scythe in Spanish. Why didn't I have this in Spanish before is beyond me. Oh, I never know what to do with these. Do I cover this? Like, it's kind of hard already, but I feel like I need to put the laminating film on it. I don't know. It's a strange material. But yeah, Neil Shusterman's Scythe, a super popular sci-fi book in our library, now in Spanish. Okay, next. Ooh, it's just one box. Literally, this book is so big that it's in a box by itself. Oh, is this the next in the They Both Die at the End series? There's They Both Die at the End, The First to Die at the End, The Survivor Wants to Die at the End. What? These titles are getting crazier and crazier. The next it's going to be like even longer, like the person who didn't die in the last book but dies at the end of this book or something like that. Who knows? I have never read any of them. I think they're kind of sci-fi. I think that's where we have them, is in the sci-fi section by Adam Silvera. I don't know. Oh, wow. In the synopsis or the author's bio at the end, it says, here's all the books he wrote. He is tall for no reason. Visit him at adamsilvera.com. He is tall for no reason. I love that. I just wanted to see what the black pages were in the middle. And I guess it's the dividers between parts. Part 3, The Begin Days. The Beginning is Always Today by Mary Shelley. I like that. The beginning is always today. The beginning is always today. Should it be today is always the beginning? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't really matter, but I like that quote. That book is huge, by the way. That's crazy. Oh no, the next one's damaged. I do remember. So I bought 2 of these. Why did I buy 2 of these? Did I mean to buy 2 of these? Maybe they sent me one that was damaged, so then they sent me another one. I don't think I actually ordered 2 of these books. I don't know why I would have, but it's called Run Away With Me by Brian Selznick. Is he the author? I feel like he's the author of something else really, really well known. Wonderstruck, The Invention of Hugo Cabret. I don't know. I've definitely heard his name. I think he writes a lot of children's books. Yeah, Caldecott Medal, but I guess this is a young adult book, so... But there's a lot of pictures, like a lot of pictures. Oh my gosh, creepy, kind of creepy pictures. Is it scary? I don't know. Huh, whoa. Not really many pictures throughout though, just all at the beginning. What? The first like 50 pages are pictures. Then the rest of it is the story. What is this? It's a depiction of love at its most surprising and powerful in words and images. Brian Selznick unforgettably conveys what it's like to tap into the shock of loving and being loved for the first time, surrounded by a wondrous city and all the stories it contains. Huh. Rome? It's Rome. Ooh. Well, that's really cool. Oh, wow. I love the naked hardback because it's the same. I love it when they put the cover on there. I love that so much. I think it was like an award-winning book, I want to say, and that's why I ordered it. But clearly it's damaged, and that must be why they sent me another one. I don't know why I have 2 of these. I really don't think I ordered 2 unless I did it by accident. Sometimes I accidentally click the, you know, button twice, I guess, to add it. I don't know. But very, very pretty. I'll have to read a little bit more about this one. So I'll check into it. There we go. Oh, it looks like the rest of this box, maybe all the rest of the, oh no, I see another book too. The Fangirl graphic novels, or mangas or whatever. So Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell is one of my favorite realistic fiction books ever. Maybe my favorite. I love it because it's set during high school and not just, or set in college, not just high school. And it's a character that very much reminds me of me. So maybe that's why I like it. But this book is book number 2. And then it looks like we have book number 3 right here. So we had number 1 already, and I looked and it is pretty popular. I was like, why do we just have book number 1? Like, let's get all of them. I don't know how many there are. I think there are more in another box somewhere, but there's 2 and 3. Those will be really popular. And then lastly in this box, oh yeah, the new John Green book, Everything is Tuberculosis, the history and persistence of our deadliest infection. It's actually really short, but I love, it's like gritty, grainy, kind of grainy feeling. That's interesting. Not even 200 pages. I think it's adult, but it follows the story of this guy who has tuberculosis, but also it's going to tell the history of tuberculosis. So, wow. Okay, cool. This is an adult book, but I think I got it because I saw the other libraries. I cheat and I look at Fayette County, which is Lexington. You know, Lexington's like the 2nd biggest city in Kentucky. I look at Lexington's libraries. They have some really good librarians at their schools. And so I cheat and I look and see what they've purchased for their libraries. And then I purchased the same thing. So I looked and they had purchased this. So I thought, okay, I'll buy it too. See if it's popular. Nothing else. Kids love John Green, so there's that. Okay, there's only 1 book in this box. What are these boxes that are coming if there's 1 book in each box? This is like a waste of a box, but here we are. Maybe they come from different places, I guess. I don't know. This must be the Inheritance Games in Spanish. Very popular book in our library. I'm trying to order, like I said, newer Spanish books because most of the Spanish books we have are older, and all of our students that read books in Spanish have gone through all those already, and they need new ones. So I'm finally working on adding some to the collection. Now this next book, I see the back cover in this box. There's only 1 book in this box again. Waste of a good box. But actually it is a small box. But it's very pretty. Whatever this back cover is very pretty. Ooh, that looks funny. Roll for Love. I think I do remember seeing this. Well, obviously I do. I ordered it. Is it pretty inside? Oh, it's just super pink. It is a, what's the game called? You know, Critical Role, not Critical Role. Dungeons and Dragons, which I tried playing one time and I didn't actually like. I thought I would love everything about Dungeons and Dragons because, well, I like dungeons and I like dragons. No, because I like role-playing type things. At least I thought I did, because I've always loved writing stories and making up characters and stuff like that. And obviously I love reading, but I used to love writing too. So I thought, ooh, getting to make up like my own character, my own story, you know, a storytelling game. I love board games. I just love games in general. I thought this would be so much fun. I just didn't like it. It was the dice element that I didn't like, I think, because it was just so random. I'm like, why is my whole fate decided by the roll of this dice? Anyway, I think it's a LGBTQ, like female romance, but also, oh, it's a second chance romance. Second chance, they're in high school. How many chances have they had already? Anyway, Roll for Love is a critical hit. Sapphic Swoons, full of tabletop adventure. Yeah, so it's like fun. Longtime D&D fans and newcomers alike will love this cozy adventure. So, oh, I wonder if it's like a real life adventure or something. I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but I wonder if it's like a real life adventure, something like that, you know, like they would do in, oh yeah, because I see their characters. I guess this is them, this is their characters maybe. I don't know. Maybe their characters fall in love first and then they do. Who knows? But it looks super cute, super cozy. Definitely gonna promote that for sure. Kids will love it. Okay, we have the one big box and then one little box and one little bag thing. So Unbroken, 13 stories starring disabled teens. I love this cover. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks sort of like the shape of a heart. Is it supposed to be? I'm assuming that it is. Unbroken, it's got stories by, have I heard of any of these people? Danielle Clayton, heard of her? It's the only author I've heard of, at least the ones on the front cover. At times it's hilarious, it's heart-stopping, varied experiences of disabled teens, including teens of color and diverse genders and orientations without obscuring the realities of their disabilities. Oh, this author wrote This Is Where It Ends. Yeah, This Is Where It Ends. That's really popular. Or well, not author, but the one that like compiled, you know, the editor that compiled this. book together. So I don't know why, it just looks like it would be a graphic novel, but there are no pictures, but it's so pretty. That is really, really pretty. So that's really cool. Short story collections are not the most popular in our library, but maybe I can get some people into it if they want something short to read. Now, I think I might have mistakenly, yes I did, ordered 2 copies of this, and I don't know what to do. I think it's too late to do anything about it. I saw it the other day, I was like, oh no, but it's literally, like, we'd already paid for them. It's literally too late to do anything about it. So, and the fiscal year is ending, I don't know, what, in 5 days? So yeah, there's no getting out of this. But what I thought I might do, oh, one's damaged anyway, ew. Maybe they sent me 2. Maybe I didn't mistakenly order 2. Maybe they saw it was, oh, it's sticky. It's literally got something sticky on it. What the heck? There's nothing sticky in this box. I don't understand. Anyway, what I thought I might do is, since I have 2 copies of this, maybe I could use one to like mark up some of the pages and show people like how to read a graphic novel or something. But it's not told backwards like regular manga. Shoot, that doesn't work. I was hoping to find like regular manga book that I think I do have an extra copy of one, and have a little display in our manga section that shows kids how to read it. How you have to start in the back and you have to read right to left. Even the speech bubbles are right to left. The boxes are right to left. And just like show them visually and like tear out some pages and like show them how to read it and have a little display about it. But anyway, I can't do it with that one because it's not told like a manga, I guess. Deep, Dark, and Dangerous, a ghost story by Mary Downing Hahn. This looks old. Like, this just looks old. It's big, but like small. I don't even know. I think this book is more even like middle grade level, I wanted to say. Mary Downing Hahn, I think, writes mostly middle grade level stuff. Ghost Story from, Jacket Illustration 2007. But I ordered it because it was a replacement for a lost book. And it turns out the one that was lost was actually really popular. So that is just a replacement of a lost book. Sorry, I'm sweating like no other in here. It is so hot. Well, it's 75 in here, but it feels even hotter. Oh, Junior Library Guild. So this is my summer unboxing, I guess, of the books they send me. I only subscribe to 2 categories now in Junior Library Guild. I used to have like 8, and then I went down to 5. And then it just dwindles every year because the books that they send me honestly don't get checked out very much. We did a whole video about that where I audited my Junior Library Guild books to see if anybody checked them out. Turns out the fantasy books, definitely not. And it turns out that I select books that are more frequently checked out than Junior Library Guild does. So anyway, I'm down to 2 books. This one is Lightfall by Ed Crocker. I believe it's more adult, but it's kind of something that young adults would like too. Vampires, yeah, it's vampires, that's right. I actually also want to read this. That's not why I bought it, because I have access to it through my library, because I even like checked it out at one point. But it says it's a stunning epic fantasy debut for fans of J. Kristoff's Empire of the Vampire. One of the worst books I've ever tried to read in my life. And Richard Swan's The Justice of Kings, which I've never read. So, but there's vampires, werewolves, and sorcerers. Gonna be a whole series. You are what you drink. Oh my gosh, you are what you drink. Well, that sold me. I mean, vampires. I'm in. I'm gonna read that for sure. But I think maybe some of our students will like it too. I try to order some adult books in addition to young adult books because, not everybody wants to read young adult. I wasn't reading young adult books when I was in high school. I was reading Anne Rice. So what's that tell you? Anyway, Murder Between Friends by Liz Lawson. So they send me a lot of, the Junior Library Guild sends me a lot of mystery books. Maybe it's because I subscribe to the mystery category. Duh. Liz Lawson. So what is this about? Can you tell I've had coffee? I mean, I should have showed you my drink of the episode. It was Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Should I go get it? Hold on. Never fear, I did not drink all of this today. This is a 2-day coffee. I get the large one and then split it over 2 days. So this is just what I have left from yesterday, and I've had like this much. But in the bottom, all of the whipped cream and the pieces that were on top have like congealed into weird little masses that are kind of squishy and weird on the bottom. I kind of have to chew it now. Interesting. Anyway, it's the pistachio iced latte with half the amount of syrup that they normally put. They put way too much. They put 4 pumps of pistachio syrup. So I get 2, and I get 2. I tried it one time, and it's really good. So what is this book? Grace, Henry, and Allie grew up on the same block. They used to be friends until Grace's testimony put Henry's brother Jake away for murdering their English teacher. What? Now 2 years later, Allie and Henry hate Grace, and Grace has begun to doubt her memory of that night. Kind of reminds me of the setup. Not exactly at all, but like Good Girl's Guide to Murder, maybe a little bit. The clock's ticking. They know Jake is innocent. The problem, even if they can cast aside their differences, people in the city have secrets that they've gone to great lengths to bury, dark secrets, and no matter how well you think you know a person, they're always hiding something. So is it just a straightforward? I mean, it's not got, I don't know. It says there's twists. suspenseful. I was just wondering if there could possibly be like a supernatural element to it. Something about the cover is giving me supernatural vibes. She wrote the Lucky Ones. I feel like I've heard of that. The Agathas, I've heard of that. So there you go. Which means our last box, we're gonna go through these quickly because this video is probably getting really long. And a lot of these are nonfiction and stuff, so I'm just gonna kind of pull these out all together right here. I'm sorry, I'm sweating so bad. I'm sorry if you see my sweat stains. Exploring Norse mythology. These books are smaller than I thought, so I do hope that they are appropriate for high school level and not just like middle school. I mean, I think so. What do you think? I mean, it's hard to say. I have to actually like look at it. But when I looked at it online, I think it was grades like 6 through 12 or something, so it's probably both, but they're tiny, but that's probably okay. Exploring Gods of World Mythology, and then I had another one I think we unboxed before that was Goddesses of World Mythology, so that's cool. Here's Greek mythology. So I think that, oh, and one more, Indian mythology right here. I had some other ones before. I think I had like, what, Chinese or something. Anyway, that cover though, that is beautiful right there. I love that. Okay, quickly, what is this huge book? Oh, it's just a replacement of a lost book. Everybody loves this Invincible series. I don't even know anything really about it, but kids absolutely love it. And I ordered like, I think I'm up to 6 volumes now. Very expensive, very hard to find. If you lose one, like the first one, I just cannot even find it to replace it. I have no idea what this is. Oh, these are all from Follett, so these are all cataloged for me. And I tried to get the Follett bound. That's what this little symbol is, the Follett bound. So that means that they're like guaranteed forever, you know, if they fall apart or anything like that. They're usually in really good shape. I will say that they are better so far than the Junior Library Guild books, because the Junior Library Guild books, 2 of mine have come already damaged, like the spine, it's like cracking right there at the spine as soon as I got it, as soon as I opened it. So never had that happen with a Follett book. But of course you get what you pay for. These are pretty expensive, which Junior Library Guild is too though. But these are already processed and these are really, really nice. I don't have to cover them. I really don't have to do much at all to them. Just put my genre label on them. Put our little stamp inside. Download the records, put it in our system. Pretty easy. The Amazon ones, I have to do a lot more cataloging and covering them and stuff. But what the heck is this? Sky's End Above the Black? Do we think it's fantasy or sci-fi? I don't really know. Giant like sky serpents that attack a floating island. I still am not really sure. There's a skyship crew. It's a dystopia. I was gonna say like steampunk. Maybe it is kind of steampunk, but it's a YA debut that has an intricate class-based dystopia with teeth-clenching and gory battle scenes, complex and well-developed characters with constantly evolving relationships, found family, loyalty, and a hint of romance. Could this be a male author? Oh, what? No, no way. Could it have a male main protagonist? No, it does. Conrad. Oh my gosh, that's why I bought it. There's a male author and a male protagonist of a fantasy book. Mind-blowing. I can't find enough of those. So, okay, next is Brownstone. Looks like it was a Prince award-winning book. Yep, it's Prince Award, so it's like for young adult books, so that's probably why I ordered it. Is it? Oh, it's a graphic novel. Ooh, in color. So many of them are not in color. That is a true graphic novel there. That's beautiful. And it's award-winning, and so that's why I bought it. I don't know anything about it. I just buy award-winning books. I mean, I probably didn't know something about it at the time. Oh, I've seen this lately online. The Last Blood Carver. Didn't this book just come out? Am I crazy? This isn't a sequel, is it? Because it says don't miss this other book. Is it? I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure this has got to be the first book by Vanessa Lee, published in 2024. I feel like I've just recently been hearing about it. So the main character is a ruthless blood carver, who's a ruthless being who can alter human biology with just a touch. And she has to make a terrible choice, become the dreaded monster the city fears, or risk destroying herself and the future of her kind. Okay, I mean, it looks pretty sweet, The Last Blood Carver. I'll have to look up reviews and see if people say that it's any good. Okay, we only have like 5 books left. All the Fighting Parts, which was a William C. Morris debut award winner. So like I said, I try to buy award winners. Heroic, powerful story about what can be done with silence. Incredibly moving, beautifully written. It's not, oh, it's verse. Oh, well. Now my interest is piqued because we know students love a good verse novel. So gotta have that. Gotta have verse novels, especially new ones. Kids absolutely love them. Oh no, I saw some more books in there. They were hiding. I didn't see them. This is just a last book in this series, Kami-sama Kiss. Book 25, I think is the, final volume. I was gonna say it's the final volume. Yeah, there it is, the final volume. This was the last one in that series. I'm just trying to finish out any manga series that we've not completed. That's a whole other video, but I've made a whole manga spreadsheet of every manga series in my library and like how up to date we are on the collection, which ones were missing, all that kind of stuff, which ones have been translated into English, when the next ones come out, it's a whole thing. Oh, sports book. I need to get more sports books because sports books are really popular, especially with boys. And it's hard to find them nowadays. This is Backfield Boys, a football mystery in black and white by John Feinstein. I mean, you could say this so many different ways. I wrote this golf book, The Prodigy. We have a lot of copies of that in our library. But I'm thinking that this might be for fans. We have another football mystery book. Oh, Game Changer. We have, who's that by? Tommy Greenwald, maybe? Something like that. Anyway, Game Changer is really popular, but it's almost more like middle school level. So I think since it's a football mystery, and this is a football mystery, I could recommend it to maybe some of the same readers, although it is quite a bit bigger. But I can say, hey, if you like that one, try this one, if it's similar at all. Okay, here's the ones I didn't see that were on the side hiding. Oh, Caitlin Clark. Had to get a, up and coming, not up and coming, she's already popular, sports biography thing. Oh, Egyptian mythology. We've added that to our mythology collection. Okay, 3 books to go. Oh, Final Season by Tim Green. So it's another sports book. If you're looking for sports books, there are some more out there. I don't know if these are like super new. It's just, I guess I've been slacking on ordering sports books. 2021. I just don't order new sports books, and I need to because I saw that sports were pretty checked out the last few years, and I just don't quite have enough to satisfy all of our patrons, which means I have 2 books left. Here we go. Catwoman Soul Stealer by Sarah J. Maas. Obviously, if you don't know who she is the author of Court of Thorns and Roses and Throne of Glass and like fantasy romance. So that's just kind of funny. But I think they get different authors to, Lee Bardugo, Marie Lu, Matt Dillapina to write these like Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, DC Icons books. So they've gotten Sarah J. Maas to write the Catwoman book. That is so funny to me. I don't know why. What will it be like? Oh my gosh, there's going to be Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn in it. Maybe I do have to read this. Because like growing up, those were my 2 favorites. There was an episode of Batman from like the 90s that I had on VHS tape that I taped it. And it was about Poison Ivy and it had Harley Quinn in it and they like team up together. And it was so good. I absolutely loved that episode. So anything with Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn in it together, maybe I have to read it. It'd be funny to be like, can Sarah J. Maas write something else besides fantasy romance? And our final book, That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. This looks like a thriller or a mystery, doesn't it? For sure. I feel like I've heard of her name. Let's see if she's written anything else. Well, this is from 2024. There's quite a bit of spacing between the lines, so it's really like not that long. I don't know why I always like to look at how long they are. Not quite 300 pages. Is there anything about this author? Like literally nothing. There's nothing about this author. Whoa, have you ever seen a credits page in a book? It's like movies, like a movie credits page. Publisher, editor, assistant. That is so cool. Why don't we just have that? Like on every book. The credits page, that's like genius. I absolutely love that. Who published those? Source Books? Source Books Fire. I've never heard of Source Books, but good on them for coming up with that idea. Although there is no author bio. I can't find anything. It's blurred by April Henry on the back. She's really popular. So, shivering and bruised, a teen wakes up on the side of a dirt road with no memory of how she got there or who she is. Sounds similar to other books. The police don't know where she came from until a frantic man arrives at the station. He's been searching for her for hours. He has her school ID, her birth certificate, and even family photos. He is her father. Her name is Mary, or so he says. Dun, dun, dun. So it's not going to be. When Lola slammed the car door and stormed off into the night, Drew, who are these people? Drew thought they just needed some time to cool off. Except Lola disappeared. Now his friends, the sheriff, and the whole town are convinced Drew murdered his girlfriend. Forget proving his innocence, he needs to find her. The longer Lola is missing, the fewer leads there are to follow, the more danger they are both in. Is this like 2 different plots? I'm really confused. There's like the first plot, and then there's this thing with Drew and Lola. I'm so confused. Yeah, I guess it's one book. Somehow it says like girl, and then later I saw a point of view that said Drew. So That's Not My Name. I don't know. I'm confused by that plot synopsis. It sounds like 2 different books, like that they stuck together. Well, it's over. We did it after 3 videos. They're like 20 minutes each. We have unboxed all the new books for next school year. The good news is all the ones from the previous 2 videos have already been cataloged and processed, and they're ready to go out on the shelves next school year. So I can start with those. And then these, I think I'll wait till pretty much like when school starts, like the first week or so of school. Honestly, my first week of school is usually the time I have the most downtime in the library because, every teacher, nobody's bringing their kids to the library yet. So I have a lot of time that first week, and I can get my TAs working on all these books and show them how to process books. I'll save all this for them. So, it's a good learning experience for them. So thank you guys so much for watching this massive book haul unboxing series that I've done. I'll link parts 1 and 2 down below. And if you have any recommendations for books I should buy for my library, please let me know. Especially like sports books and like books written by male authors that have male protagonists. That would be great. All right, thank you guys for watching. Talk to you again soon. Bye.